believe the gentleman up front here wishes to address the council regarding the maintenance at Easton Club.
Thank you.
Come forward to the podium, give us your name and mailing address.
My name is Bart Pellstring. I live at 28651 Clubhouse Drive, Easton, Maryland, better known as the Easton Club. I and members of the community here tonight came for a specific reason, to talk to you about our ongoing dilemma, which I think you're very tired of hearing about. But it's called the Easton Club and the golf course. What a disaster. What turned out to be a gem is now, it's beyond words what has happened out there. I and the community members have a few questions that we would like to ask you and to seek your help on. Who are the owners of the golf course? We've been told that it's the Maryland Health LLC. What is that? We have no names. We have no phone numbers. We don't know who to contact or to address our concerns to. Who pays $1.2 million for property and crawls in a hole and you never hear anything from them again? I think there was an initial effort to have a meeting, which turned out to be, I don't know, maybe it was good. I heard it was not very good. Nothing was accomplished. And so now it's been, about a year and a half that this has been going on. And it's getting worse, not better. Everything is a rumor. There's no hard facts or information coming from anybody, be it the new owners, be it the planning or zoning people. Or, we try to call and well, it's a health LLC. Well, that doesn't tell us anything. Our major concern right now, as in the past, is the ongoing maintenance of the property. Can we get the grass mowed again? Not just the periphery, but the whole place. That's not an unreasonable request of homeowners and taxpayers to ask our county or town representatives to enforce the codes and get something done. And not just a hit and miss proposition. We have waterfowl this weekend. We have the holidays coming up. And the place out there looks a mess. And we as homeowners are suffering the direct results of that from the inaction of whoever the owners are and the inaction of any enforcement that may be enforced to bring that property to a halfway decent, presentable look. The new owners are not reaching out to us. No communication. Remember, if you probably recall when the place went up for what was a joke was the final bid, final auction, and this one gentleman bought the place, or thought he bought the place. The first thing he did, he communicated with the owners, the homeowners, and told us what he was going to do and how he was going to do it, and even told us somewhat about his menu at the restaurant. We hear nothing, nothing at all. We would like to see the town officials take a positive and direct action to get a grip on this thing and get that place mowed out there. Preferably not bush hog, but mowed, like if you come along the bypass towards Oxford Road and you see where they used to plant corn. They didn't this past year along the right-hand side. All that's been mowed to a very fine low cut. You go out to the Easton Club and the golf course, and it's a joke. Bush hogging got the big stuff down, but it really didn't accomplish any aesthetic results. The as a resident of this fine town for 36 years, moving here from Hollywood, Florida, when I brought dialysis to the community, I recall not long after arriving that the town of Easton was in the top 10 small towns in the country. I don't think we've regained that, but I don't want to see us lose that charm. I had a visitor fly in today from York, Pennsylvania, and he came down. We took around out to St. Michael's, and I took him all around Easton and everything. He said, "You have one heck of a great town." He says, how great it is for you all to live here. And that made us feel good. And so we need your help. We need your advocacy to get that place mowed to begin with. That's a critical start. And not next week or not next month, tomorrow. Somebody somewhere within the town government has the authority to make a phone call, I would hope, and say, we need 4 guys out there on good mowers and did it in one day. Boom. And be done with it until next summer. Rather than let it languish into the winter months and then it even gets worse. And what's even more, if any of you lived out there, which I know you don't, the property values are going to start tanking if they're not already. I know some owners, and I'm thinking myself, of trying to get our property reassessed because the homes aren't selling out there like they used to. And I know there's some statistics that are probably available showing how the market was performing prior to the disaster of last year when all this blew up to what's going on now. And I'm sure that we would be very disappointed to see what's happening. So, in behalf of the Easton Club homeowners here and myself, I implore you, I beg you to take action on this. Make the phone call, do whatever has to be done, and get some mowers out there tomorrow or the next day and make that place at least halfway decent. So that when we have the 15 or 20,000 guests that come in to Talbot County this weekend and drive around all over the place, our golf course and our community of the Easton Club won't look so terrible.
I'm not intending to put you on the spot, Mr. Richardson, but we got an email today from one town inspector saying that although there was more to be done, that progress was being made with the mowing going on out there, according to his inspection.
Yeah, we sent a code enforcement inspector out there today just to do a survey.
I know.
To check to see if that property is in conformance with the town of Easton's property maintenance code. And he actually was very complimentary on the progress that's been made there. And I realize that it may not be to the liking and the standard of your homeowners association and you as homeowners, but in fact, the town ordinance will allow that grass to grow to 10 inches tall, as you've been victims of in the past. It is far below that. I personally rode out there last week and went all the way up into the River House restaurant area, which I know the property owners, in fact, were there weekend before last with a maintenance contracting company and did quite a bit of cleanup there.
Have you seen what they did out there?
I did. I've seen it.
What a joke. What a joke. Yes. Did they cut the bushes? Did they trim them back? Yes. I'll tell you what. Not money well spent. I don't know what they're... I guess we're so frustrated because we don't know who to talk to. We don't know who these owners are. How can somebody spend $1.5 million coming into the town of Easton and buy a property that's probably, under other circumstances, worth $15 or $20 million if it could be developed in another way, and we don't know anything about them. It boggles my imagination. With I know when I brought dialysis here 36 years ago, I had to let a lot of people know who I was, where I came from, what my company was, and who the principals were. And we were out of Miami, Florida at the time.
You do realize this was a sale of private property to a private entity. So the
But it's
towns,
got to be required. There's got to be some.
But your HOA, you have an HOA. I know you have an HOA president. My understanding is the HOA president has met with those individuals. My understanding was that there was an initial meeting with those individuals.
There was.
Has that information been communicated to you?
It was not. Nothing was accomplished. Let me put it that way.
Well, but was the information communicated to you is my question.
For that one meeting, yes.
For one meeting?
One
Okay.
meeting.
One meeting, yes.
If we
So they
go
must
into
know
that
who the owners are.
HOA board of directors area, that opens up a whole new can of worms.
Well, but the whole problem is that you have a homeowners association there. I represent a homeowners association where I live. And so, part of why you have a board of directors and a homeowners association is to look out for your interests. Those are the folks, very honestly, who should be working with this new company.
Why am I here talking to you all tonight?
Well, that's my
Why am I here
question. That's
talking
my
to you?
question.
Why are they here tonight? Because we feel we don't have a homeowners association that can address our concerns and answer our questions adequately. So what other alternatives do we have? We have to come to our town leaders and seek some help, seek some support, seek some advocacy to our concerns. We don't want our properties to go down the tube,
Well,
and I'm sure you
nor
all
do we.
don't either.
Nor do we.
So, it's, we'll pass it by, we'll do that. Somebody somewhere has got to say, enough. We're tired of this. It's been going on for a year and a half, and we're going to do something. And that's all we're coming here tonight to ask, is that somebody take the bull by the horns and say, all right, let's get it down to 2 inches, not 10 inches. Let's go in there and mow it. And if they want to put up a fuss, and they won't, tough. You got a lot of people that are voting members, and we want our representatives to support us. Thank you. I appreciate your time.